Good morning, everybody. We finally make it to the
Morning.
Yes, here we are again.
to the knockouts.
Yes.
So we started the first match of the knockouts, and all the teams are preparing to do their best in the knockouts and to see who is going to be in the semi-final in today. Mark or Alberto, can you say something to us about the matches?
Just very short, then I get the microphone. We both were very wrong yesterday, Mark.
No,
you chose Italy as 8.
Yeah.
I chose Monaco. They were 10th and 11.
Yes. I've lost my shirt betting on things before, so it's nothing new, I'm afraid. But that's the excitement of bridge. You can't always get it right. And look, at one point, Monaco did get into that vital 8th place, but they couldn't sustain their position. And of course it was very exciting at the end with Egypt, who looked to be almost home, and they just had some poor results combined with New Zealand getting a big win, and that just turned the tables on them. So, and I always feel very sorry the day after the round robin has finished, because so many teams, their dream has come to an end, But now we get to concentrate on the really serious business, which of these 8 in 3 competitions is going to stand on the podium at the weekend, and it's going to be very exciting.
Here we have the knockouts.
Yes, this is the Bermuda Bowl. This is the ultimate prize. It's one of the blue ribbon events. So, and we have France, China, Netherlands, New Zealand, Sweden, USA 2, and USA 1, Bulgaria. And remember that if both the teams from the USA win their quarterfinals, they have to play each other.
Yeah, they cannot play against each other in the finals.
They cannot. No, that's part of the rules. So,
which do you think is the toughest match?
I think Sweden USA 2 is the toughest match.
They were really, really close during the round robin, like 2 points ahead and down, and we'll keep on switching places. So it's gonna be a very tough match.
Yes, gets a little bit down to stamina now, I think, as well. Who will be able to maintain a sort of a good standard of play for another 7 days. That's quite tough.
But Mark, did you notice that not always teams that are in the first 1 or 2 position in the round robin, they do so well after? Because it's a different game. The knockouts are quite different, don't you think so?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, your first task is to qualify. But in the round robin, you play 21 matches, you play teams of different standards, because we take teams from all around the world. And if your team is particularly good at scoring a lot of points against the slightly weaker teams, that will be very good in the round robin. But when you get to this stage, really every team is pretty good. So it's nothing is clear cut.
Betting on this whole
One each.
One each. Yes.
I choose France. France, China, I choose France.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, I will take the Netherlands against New Zealand.
I don't really know.
I get the tough one.
Yes, of course.
Thank you so much, guys. You're really
tough one for
gentlemen,
everybody, but not for you, because for you it's easy to say.
No, I'm actually very good friends of both teams. We were out yesterday night all together. It was really nice, and so I still will pick Sweden because I really want the Rimstead brother to go ahead and to see how they are coping in the knockouts, because it's really different from the round robin, and I think it's a good chance to prove that they are very good players. So I would pick Sweden, but well, it's a tough match. And the last one?
The last one 10 years ago would have been no forecast, no bet on it. Now, I don't think that Nicol's team is at the same level, and level. And Bulgaria yesterday showed to be a quite good team, don't you? What do you think?
Well, Bulgaria have a lot of very good players. In my opinion, by the way, their best pair have never actually played at this level, right, for a variety of reasons. But yes, they are a good team. But I feel that USA 1 have the vital thing. It's the experience, and in Mexroth and Rodwell, they have a pair that if they come with their A game, they can beat you on their own, right? So, but look, we want great matches. We want exciting matches.
Yeah,
Let's go to
exactly.
the Venice Cup.
Of course we should.
Can we have the Venice Cup? Here we go. The first match is really tough also for me. And I would pick Israel because actually they're good fighters, but I think it's gonna make it Sweden.
Right. I mean, look, they dominated the round robin.
Yeah, it's gonna be Sweden for sure. Probably.
They're young, so they should have no problems about stamina.
Well, also the Israeli are really young.
Yes,
Noga and Dan are very young,
they
and
are.
Adi and
Yeah, they've changed
so
their
did
team
well.
quite a bit in the last few years.
Yeah.
You know.
Sweden are young, but are very used to play in USA nationals, and so they are used to play at a high level.
Don't ask me to forecast Russia-England.
No.
No, right, okay.
Okay,
Because I have no idea.
I would choose England because they have great tradition, really great tradition, and I think they are good players. So I would choose England for sure.
Okay, I mean, you know, Russian bridge is on the rise. You know, they're suddenly putting together fantastic results at every level. They were very strong in Montecatini. And this Russian team has won world championships. Of course, so have the English. But the English team are playing new partnerships, 3 of them, relatively.
Yeah.
On country, Russia still have Gromova, Pomonov.
Yes, they do. Anyway, should be a great match. Okay.
And a great another match to me is Indonesia to Poland.
Yeah, very tough to call.
Really
You go Poland. Okay.
You got Poland?
Well, look, I can't tell who is who because the flags look like they're almost identical to me. So I'm gonna forecast that a team with a red and white flag will win this match. Okay. So,
And also the last one is
another. I mean, you know, it's impossible, isn't it? I mean, you know, how do you decide that? I mean,
no, China and Netherlands. The Netherlands are both very strong teams.
Yeah.
I don't really what to say. After 6 or 7 rounds, we can.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. After 6 rounds, we will definitely know the answer.
6
yeah.
or 7, even better. If there is a 7th round.
Dorsey Trophy. And here we go. Well, the first one I think is going to be USA 2.
Yeah, yes.
Definitely.
That's a shoe-in.
Yeah. Even if Japan did an amazing job yesterday, and so they have their chances. The second one?
I go for Sweden.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, the Aussies are not that bad, huh?
No, they're not. But I'm European, so I must go for the European team, of course, right?
Well, the third one is going to be probably the toughest one.
Yes, I'm going for Italy.
I'm going for
I
USA.
want Italy to win.
I want USA to win. So.
Italy could choose between Sweden and USA 1.
And they took USA 1.
They took.
Yeah.
You think they made the right decision? They took the right decision.
They'll
I'm not
find
so
out
sure.
in a couple of days.
Well,
You know,
I'm not so sure.
Maybe they have there's no carry forward. No. I
there
was
is
going
no
to say maybe they have a
carryover.
big carry forward.
Yes,
No.
we often think about carryover, but
Yeah.
there is no carry.
And France against India, well, that should be a win for France.
France.
But you never know. Indian players are very good card players.
Yeah.
Their bidding can be a little bit
Anyway,
suspect.
the 2 middle matches are more difficult than the first and the last.
Yeah. Well, we'll know a little more around 7:30 tonight, won't we? After they've completed 3 sets.
Yeah.
May I ask you one thing? Just
Just one then. Just one. Okay.
Okay. We were talking about Monaco before.
Yes.
Do you think with Loria Versace in the team, they will be again one of the strongest team in the world? Or
Yes.
yeah,
I do. And actually, we will get a clue to how strong they are because. Oh, well, we get a clue here because they are playing in the transnationals and Versace and Lauria are playing on the team. They're allowed to do that.
but I think Hermes will not in this transnational.
There are rumours.
There are rumours.
Always rumours, but
Okay, we'll see soon.
they will come back, Monaco.
Yeah.
Trust me, they're a
So-
great team. Yeah.
Now, can we have the lineup of the match which is coming here?
Okay.
So we have the Netherlands against New Zealand, which
Yes.
were the last one to qualify, and they were so happy about it.
They were.
And what about the hotel? Mark, can you say something to us?
Well, look, what I'll tell you is an amusing little story, right? You see the 2 Dutchmen Bauke Muller and Simon de Vries. Well, de Vries, but they play a system called Tarzan, because by combining their names you get Weiss and Muller, which is Weissmuller, and of course Johnny Weissmuller was an early Tarzan. But that's not the story I'm going to tell you. They were playing the other day. Now, the Bauke is known as the Professor because he's very careful, and sometimes he's a very deliberate player, a little bit slow. And a note was passed by one player to another player saying, "My partner can sometimes be very slow." So, of course, you might imagine that it was Simon passing the note to his screen mate, because Bauke is very slow. But in fact, it was a little joke, because Bauke passed it to his screen mate, which was because Simon is definitely not a slow player, right? And we found the note, right? So, that was very funny.
And instead, have you heard of the story of Bob Driver and his brother, Bas? We were at the European champ, I think, and they were getting on the podium. And so, like, the host of the ceremony was calling them like, "I would like to have Bob and Bas Driver on the podium." And actually, there were two bus drivers which were called Bob and Bas. And so,
and so they came up.
They came on the podium, and like Bob and Bas were like, "What should we do?" So, thank you very much, Sandra.
Yes.
Should we give the line to the Viewgraph room?
I think we should.
Cinematch?
Yes.
So,
yes. Much more interested
see
than
you
we
later.
are. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
See you.
Bye.
Rough.
Depending on who wins the trump trick.
Yep.
So Barry, while we're waiting, some thoughts. France, China.
You'd have to give France the edge
Okay.
just on the qualifying round.
Netherlands, New Zealand.
I think New Zealand used up all their luck yesterday.
Sweden, USA 2.
Too close to call.
Yeah, 50-50.
USA 1, Bulgaria.
I think you have to back USA.
Okay.
Interesting question on the auction that we can see, where North passed 3 spades. If South's double of 2 spades was takeout and extras, maybe North might have thought about bidding 4 diamonds.
France played 2 diamonds, making 4, while China were in 5 diamonds, 1 down, doubled. Sweden played 5 diamonds, doubled, 1 down.
A strong club often seems to work to keep the opponents out of the auction. Sometimes it keeps them out of their makeable game. On this occasion, 10 tricks are the limit.
Okay, can we switch back to the open room, please?
Okay, there's our picture up. And we saw 3 spades, the contract in the closed room. Par on the hand. It's probably a spade part score or a diamond part score for East-West. Here, the 1 heart bid by West shows spades, or I think the minors. I could be wrong about that. I know that spades obviously is one of the options, but they basically play these calls as two-way.
Donc l'intervention à un cœur n'est pas une erreur de l'opérateur. Selon Barry, ça correspond soit à des piques, soit à un bicolore de mineur. Une intervention ambiguë, dirons-nous, dans un premier temps.
We're just discussing what the best defense to a spade contract is, and I think if the defenders lead trumps, declarer sets up diamonds, and if defenders lead 2 rounds of hearts, declarer roughs 2 clubs and dummy. 2-no trumps by South, alerted. I'm guessing it's good, bad, meaning asking partner to bid 3 clubs because you have a hand that's purely competitive. A direct bid of 3 clubs would be constructive. The same hand with one of the queens and ace, perhaps. It's not clear whether East-West are going to compete to 3 spades. They only have a 5-3 fit. West knows that his partner had some interest in competing. When he bid 2 clubs,
En fait, ce qui se passe, c'est que du point de vue d'Ouest, les Nord-Sud ont un fit d'au moins 8 cartes à trèfle. Il en a 4, son partenaire évidemment n'en a qu'un. Et il y a une très forte chance qu'il puisse trouver un bon fit. Donc moi, je pense qu'il va se manifester à nouveau. Passer serait quand même un petit peu couard, quoi. Voilà.
Problem from West's perspective was that it was easy to imagine North with a singleton club and East with 2, when you might have a lot of fast losers. If the defenders lead a club, which you imagine they will do, and shift to hearts or shift to trumps, if they shift to hearts, you play a cross ruff. If they shift to trumps, I suppose you play a diamond to the 10.
Dutch women didn't enjoy this hand. 4 hearts doubled, 4 down for 800, north-south. On the other hand, the Russian women did like it. They played 3 spades doubled and made an over-trick for 630 against England.
It's always a good way to start the match by doubling the opponents into game.
Donc le déclarant actuellement n'a plus de problème à l'atout en fait, puisque le valet de pique était sec, il aurait pu être quatrième derrière, ça aurait été plus gênant, c'est pas le cas. Il peut donner un carreau d'une manière ou d'une autre et il est très tranquille dans ce contrat finalement.
I wonder whether Bach is wondering, should he lead a diamond at trick 2 and North play an honor, which card he should play? Well, he didn't do that. He played the king of hearts, and I don't like that play.
C'est un peu étrange. Pour commencer, on peut lui rejouer trèfle de l'autre côté, ce qui n'est pas tout à fait pareil, mais bon. Ça commence à l'encombrer un petit peu pour s'occuper des atouts, mine de rien.
Good news about the bad trump break, if there is one, is that now that makes diamonds much more likely to break. At this point in the hand, declarer hasn't taken a ruff in dummy. With South on lead, the communications aren't good enough to get the ruff and draw trumps, unless South plays a club. If you were in four spades on a club lead and a trump shift, I suppose you would ruff a club and then duck a diamond from dummy? But then a third round of clubs would leave you with a slow trump loser. It's probably your best chance. Meanwhile, Bart Nab is trying to defend three spades. I suppose declarer can play a second diamond before he draws the trumps, just to confirm that they're splitting. If they weren't, he might switch to a cross ruff, I suppose. Okay, he's drawing trumps, cashing the diamonds, giving up a heart at the end, and making 140 for Netherlands to break on top by an imp.
It's taken us 30 minutes to get past board one.
Yeah, that's a little unfair. Took us 20 minutes to start it.
Well, to reach the end of board one took us 30. No carry forwards in this tournament. Board two, North-South Val, Easter Dealer. In the closed room, East opened a club, South over called a heart, spade West, 2 diamonds by North, everyone got their suits in, 2 spades by East, double, 3 spades bought the hand.
Right, so remember on this auction, strong club, natural heart, 0 to 4, 1 spade bid, nothing to do with spades. Natural 2 diamond bids, and East then bid spades naturally, and West raised them to reach 140.
Some tables have seen North-South get to 5 diamonds doubled. The par spot is 3 spades East-West, 4 diamonds North-South, it appears.
If South doubles a spade, and there are plenty of people out there who will feel obliged to bid with this hand and not want to bid 2 hearts, then North-South might easily get overboard. After a spade pass and no trump by West, a sort of mini psych, forcing no trump.
Oui, on voit une enchère tactique chez Bach qui n'est pas dangereuse du tout et qui risque d'être efficace parce que évidemment, ça ne reflète pas du tout le fit de 9 cartes à pique en Est-Ouest, et Nord-Sud vont probablement avoir du mal à comprendre ce qui se passe, quoique.
The double of 2 diamonds is takeout. I'm sorry, 3 diamonds, I beg your pardon. Double is takeout. And North has bid 3, count them, no trumps. Defenders, to beat 3 no trumps, I think must lead a heart. If they lead a spade, I think Declarer has 9 tricks.
Correct. By virtue of 6 diamonds, a heart and 2 spades. The heart sets up 3 heart tricks and 2 clubs and a diamond.
A difficult bid. I mean, it's for sure West would let 3 no trumps through if he's on lead. East might even double 3 no trumps. West might bid 4 spades as a sacrifice. In a sense, he's right to do so. North knows that his partner couldn't overcall, but I think 3 no trumps is about to get doubled.
L'idée du contre d'Est est double. En fait, à mon avis, il aimerait bien les voir dire 4 carreaux. Ce dont il n'a pas envie, c'est de jouer 300 atouts pas contrés, parce qu'on ne sait pas tellement ce qui va se produire, mais quand on contre 300 atouts dans ce genre de situation, la chose agréable qu'on a envie de voir, c'est qu'il dégage à 4 carreaux.
How much do you think Ashley Back will be enjoying this situation?
Well, I mean, he does seem to have a natural lead.
Et ma foi, si ça reste, peut-être qu'ils ne vont pas les faire du tout. En particulier si le partenaire trouve l'entame cœur.
For those of you who would like to see horror stories, just have a look at the England-Russia match where on the first board, the England pair in the closed room doubled 3 spades and it made, and on the second board, they doubled 4 diamonds, and that made. So I think it's 1 double into game from each pair. The first hand it was 3 spades doubled by East-West, the second hand 4 diamonds doubled by North-South.
That's just equitable when
Yeah.
you're starting a match.
Anybody want to guess what the result on the third board will be?
Well, I can tell you it's not much, because after 4 boards, the score's 13-10.
No, Russia picked up 3
Yeah.
because they were doubled in
no
game
understand.
made in the other, and they picked up game on the first hand because they were doubled in. So it could easily be. They
Another
double
10.
to
Could be another
minus
10.
500 for.
À mon avis, Cornell n'est pas désespéré. Il a bon espoir de faire 4 piques à première vue avec sa main, si son partenaire décide de les dire. C'est-à-dire qu'en fait, ce qui se passe, c'est qu'il a beaucoup de piques et rien du tout. C'est ça que ça veut dire quand il enlève 300 atouts contrés. Et à mon avis, il n'est pas inquiet pour le moment.
We could say that Ashley backs 4 spades has minimised their loss on the hand.
Yes.
Would you, Henry or Henri or Barry, have led the ace of hearts on this auction?
No.
Well, it seems brave to me.
God dealt me the Queen Jack 10 of clubs to lead. I think I would have tried that. Jack of hearts playing upside down, count. As we can see, the Queen of clubs works to set up a club trick before declarer gets a discard on the hearts. Even a diamond lead would probably work unless declarer won and led a low spade from hand, in which case South would do very well to duck. If he doesn't, the contract, I think, can be made after a diamond lead, spade, north, South playing the king.
Je suis en train d'essayer de comprendre ce qui a motivé cette entame, remarquable en l'occurrence. Il n'y a rien qui me saute aux yeux. On sait que le partenaire a 7 cartes à carreau, on sait qu'il a a priori 2 piques. Ma foi.
If he goes off 1, that would be 240 and 6 imps to the Netherlands. But certainly a lot less than 3 no trumps doubled, which would have been 890 combined score.
Maintenant, le fait que Nord ait contré 4 piques peut indiquer qu'il a envie de couper. Oui. Quelque chose, et c'est très certainement le cœur vu de la main de Nab.
North has seen his partner call for a diamond by giving him a ruff with a high heart, but North can be fairly sure that he's ruffing with a trump trick. So the question really is, I think, is he going to override his partner and shift to the 7 of clubs? If he does that, again, the defenders run the risk of crashing their ace and king of trumps. The good news about playing a diamond cash the ace of spades would be a very helpful defense to stop partner doing something silly, but is there then any chance that declarer will get some useful discards on the hearts? I guess not. With dummy being 3-3, when partner calls for a diamond, if you play the ace of spades and a diamond, you're pretty sure to collect all the tricks that are coming to your side. Declarer may get the 3rd club away, but that's, I don't think, can be critical if partner called for a diamond. If partner had ace, queen of clubs or that sort of holding, he would have called for a club instead.
It wouldn't be impossible for South to go wrong in spades when he knows there's no entry in dummy for declarer. Declarer may have no choice but to play a low spade.
Yeah, but if North cashes the ace, that reduces the
error possibilities.
Yeah.
What is he actually playing with? 7 of diamonds.
I can't believe anybody would lead the 7 of diamonds in the middle of the hand, no matter what it was. Bob Draver is young enough to know that the 7 of diamonds is the beer card.
And you're wrong.
It's,
he's obviously older than you think.
Or maybe
it's the 10. It's the
10
10 of diamonds. Okay.
For For those of you who don't know, the seven of diamonds is a beer card, and if you win the last trick with the seven of diamonds, everybody has to buy you a beer. Oops, there's the problem. That is AAA, indeed.
And well done, our audience member who suggested cashing the ace of spades. Let's award him the, what was it,
Chevalier.
I mean, it's an 18 imps swing, I think. 16 imp, lose 10 instead of gain 6.
So interesting hand in the sense that 3-0 trumps double wouldn't have been successful for East-West.
Closed room. East-West played 5 clubs. The 4 club overcall over 3 spades, I think, showed clubs and hearts. 4 spades by North, natural. 4-0 trumps by East, perhaps a slam invitation of some sort in one suit or the other. East-West certainly did well to get to 5 clubs, I think. Good hand for non-leaping Michaels. 4 clubs over 3 spades shows clubs and hearts.
L'intervention à 4 trèfles montre les trèfles et l'autre majeur quand les adversaires ouvrent en barrage. Et ça marche évidemment de la même manière avec les carreaux.
You can see that North-South have played 4 spades, making 10 tricks on several occasions. Indonesia picked up a game swing in the women by making game in both rooms.
Bach prend une autre option. Peut-être qu'il espère ainsi garder 3 piques contrées comme contrat final dans les possibilités.
I think East will double 4 spades or bid 5 clubs. And is there a possibility you would go down in 5 clubs?
Nord a une décision délicate à ce stade de la partie, mais il préfère...
Establish hearts, you might run out of trumps. Need to pick diamonds.
Draw trumps in 2 rounds, you make 7 trump tricks, 2 hearts, 2 diamonds, I guess. Or you try... I guess you have to set up the hearts.
Back looks like he's got the heart. He's got the pass card, but he really doesn't want to play it. He's put it on the end of his hand at the moment.
He does have a 10 count, and he did force his partner to bid, but having said that, as 10 counts go, it's a pretty good one.
Visiblement, Bach envisage d'en faire un peu plus. Bah, évidemment, le but est double. Hein. Quand on dit 6 trèfles avec sa main, soit on les fait, soit les adversaires ont dit 6 piques parce qu'ils ne savaient pas trop. Ce qu'on appelle un chantage, hein, mais ce serait étonnant qu'il le fasse. Pour commencer, il peut perdre As-Roi d'Atout, ce qui n'est jamais agréable.
It's a pretty nice play hand. I can't blame him for worrying, but he's going to play that pass card, I suspect. He's got it out. Yep.
Oui, c'était prévisible. C'est maintenant c'est Nord qui a une vraie décision à mon sens.
Well, South aren't finished yet, of course.
Yes, it's a sort of awkward but an unusual problem for North.
Il a une main avec laquelle il peut chuter d'une très facilement. Seulement d'une, je veux dire. Qui est tout de même très bénéfique, hein, vu qu'il est à vulnérabilité favorable.
From North's perspective, somebody took a very long time to pass the tray. He doesn't know whether it's his partner or West.
Dans cette situation, Sud qui a ouvert de 3 piques, c'est probablement pas lui qui a eu le problème. Donc, Bob, Nord, sait que son adversaire de droite a réfléchi pendant 3 minutes.
Probably at any other vulnerability he would be more inclined to do it, but this is the one that hurts the most if he gets it wrong.
Not sure.
Here we go.
Yeah.
5 spades, is it?
If he does it, he'll generate at least 11 imps for his side, I think.
Nope. Back in the box.
Normally it will come back out again. You know,
Do you think that he probably feels 5 spades is right, but he's worried about pushing him into 6 clubs, Barry? And
I don't know.
Henri?
Yeah, it's a similar story again.
Maybe 5 hearts for the lead.
Ça change pas tellement en fait le point de vue d'Ouest, hein, le fait que son adversaire décide de surenchérir, enfin, quand le chariot va lui revenir, j'entends. Je ne crois pas qu'il dira 6 trèfles. Je ne vois pas pourquoi il le ferait. Il n'a pas d'informations supplémentaires, réellement. On peut admettre que les adversaires ne vont pas faire 5 piques avec sa main.
When East passes 5 spades, it's hard for West to know whether East has a hand with a spade control, or enough spades to know that West has a spade control, and that either way, it's inviting 6 clubs. Yeah, I think West is right to bid 6 clubs here if partner is inviting him to do so.
So I'm pleased to report Barry on board 3, the current board we're watching. Neither Russia nor England doubled anybody into game.
That was because they both reached game. They don't double games, it's only part scores. Well, I don't think South is going to double.
South won't.
If he does double,
He has.
he means it as penalties, but I'm sure that North has no reason to pull it. The declarer must be careful to set up the hearts and not go down an unnecessary extra trick.
If the Jack of Spades was the Queen of...
Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jade.
Hi, it's a great day. I love it when these early matches start for juniors and the teams. You know, the crowd's just pouring in during it's just fun to be around when the environment is exploding right now.
So welcome you all to the Youth Corner. It's going to be a very short one, a quick update, and then we will soon go back to this very interesting match, Netherlands against New Zealand. So they take quite a long time to bid and a long time to think about every single card. So, but we're going to be very quick right now.
Yeah, it was very exciting though to watch.
Yeah,
I hope
and
they
to
keep.
listen that.
I want everyone to come back because this is a
Of
great
course,
match.
it is.
And we will get back to it. But there's a lot of things that are happening downstairs at the end of the first day of competitions in the youngsters teams. We saw Shanghai do well, but really, if we look at the junior team, the big surprise is to see Egypt.
Egypt see it first place, right? We have some images from this morning. Can we see them? there we are.
It-
So they are all so busy.
Yeah, it is incredible. I want to give credit also to Chile, who's done very well. France, Italy, all the teams but of course
This is in the
Shanghai.
youngsters,
Yeah, and the
yes.
youngsters, the kids, the girls, lots and lots of teams, and really want to focus on the French girls team for a minute. That team has played incredibly well, and we expect them to do well throughout the competition. In fact, I want to get back down and
Here
watch
we're
these
seeing
people.
The
Look at-
junior teams.
Great team.
Egypt is leading. It has a quite good percentage ahead. So. And then can we probably rapidly move to the other rankings so we can go now France, as we said. France also in the youngsters is leading, and
Yeah.
China following, and then in the girls, as we see, as we can see, is also France leading. If I'm not getting wrong, can we see the girls ranking? All right, there we are. Yes, they're leading as well.
French girls very
French,
strong.
and then China all over. And
Italy is still in,
Chile is there.
in Chile, and we really have to enjoy what's going on because the energy downstairs. I encourage people to come and watch the junior competition sometimes because it's a lot different.
And
than-
yes, it's true. It's true.
And
It's
they play a
you
little
can feel it. You
faster,
can
you
feel,
know.
you can feel the difference. It's true. So last but not least, the kids. They were the China, yeah,
And
still.
Thailand.
Thailand is there. So
yeah, and the French
still
kids again.
Asia is coming over. So
But give credit to the French kids. France is home nation, but host nation has done very well sending teams.
they did well also in the European recently. So it's a good team to follow.
I'm very excited in going back downstairs, seeing what they're doing, and looking at the comparisons. But also because it's a lot of fun to watch them.
All right, and then we can say goodbye to everybody. We go back to the match that we were seeing before, and we'll see you later.
Yes, this afternoon. We'll be back before the last match to make a quick update on how the teams are going.
Okay, that will be wonderful. So, goodbye, everyone. See you later.
The longer it takes declarer not to claim, the more problems it poses North, who's trying to work out under what circumstances he can ever get another trick. Okay, declarer showing his opponent his hand. New lead up. Well, we thought the first board was slow, but the next two boards have taken 25 minutes after that.
Closed room, Orval, West the dealer, a diamond, a heart, two hearts, two no trumps, four hearts. Making exactly 10 tricks. Certainly not every table's reached four hearts and made 10 tricks. They've been in the Venice Cup. There have been 4 swings between 9 and 12 points at the 4 tables.
Yes, a very nice looking result for East-West. So, in fact, the Dutch have put together 4 extremely good results from the closed room. One of them got completely swallowed up by a Dutch disaster in this room. East-West play a short club, transfer responses. I believe East-West play that a club, a diamond, 1 heart shows 3 or 4 hearts in this position. I'm not sure whether 2 hearts is a 4-card race of some description without much extras.
Just quickly, if you're reading the results, the teams in white are the teams leading each of the matches, just if you're quickly looking down. Has bid 2 hearts.
Tuna trumps, presumably some sort of game try here.
Donc un carreau montre les cœurs, 2 cœurs montrent une main de soutien limité, ce qui correspond à un soutien simple. Dans un système naturel, ça donnerait un trèfle, un cœur, 2 cœurs. On sait que Ouest a 4 atouts, ce qui n'était pas le cas dans l'autre salle. Et donc 200 atouts, ça veut dire est-ce que tu aimes ta main? Si c'est le cas, on jouera 4 cœurs. Si c'est pas le cas, on peut s'arrêter. Pour ma part, j'aurais tendance à dire 300 atouts avec le jeu d'Ouest, mais c'est un point de vue personnel. Je ne sais pas s'il y a une enchère qui suggérerait à Est de choisir entre 4 cœurs et 300 atouts plutôt que de dire 300 atouts directement. 3 piques peut-être? Bon là, naturellement, Est ne sera pas d'accord pour jouer à sans atout, enfin, j'ose l'espérer. Il n'a pas du tout la main adéquate pour rester à 300 atouts, il va très certainement dire 4 cœurs. Et c'est son partenaire qui déclare, donc Nord qui entame. Embêtant. C'est souvent inquiétant d'entamer sous les valets. Avec une couleur de 5 cartes, c'est moins flippant peut-être. Cœur évidemment est exclu. Délicat, ouais, il peut entamer 3 couleurs en fait. Quoi qu'il en soit, surtout considérant sa tenue d'atout, Roi Valet sec, il a tout de même un solide espoir d'avoir une levée naturelle, et pas plus, et donc il n'a absolument, à mon avis, aucun intérêt à entamer une courte à trèfle, car même si le plan fonctionnait, il couperait avec une levée naturelle.
So Barry, I think Ace King another club will beat the hand because that'll set up a trump trick for South. So Ace King of clubs, rough a club with a jack, and then declare a can't escape the ten of hearts loser.
I think you're right.
That said, it's not usually an attractive leader double when you're looking at King Jack of trumps.
Yeah, we have a direct to call, I think, probably slows at auction and question of what.
Oui, apparemment, Bob Driver a l'intention de protéger ses droits. On ne sait pas encore pour quelle raison.
I know that hand gesture from my brother-in-law, he's not happy. I must be honest, if I arrived at the table and took 20 minutes to sort out my defensive notes, I'm not sure I'd be calling time on the others' players.
It's not a question of playing or bidding slowly, it's the unauthorized information from the slow three-note trump
right.
bid
Sorry,
that's
got
addressing his attention, I believe.
Got it.
I believe.
Donc l'affaire se joue entre pique et carreau à première vue. Pour l'entame. On peut supposer qu'il va entamer sa couleur la plus longue. C'est-à-dire celle qui a le moins de chances de tomber dans une embrouille à la fois d'honneur et de longueur. Ce que je veux dire par là, c'est que lorsqu'on entame carreau, ça peut d'une part aider le déclarant pour trouver des honneurs qu'il aurait dû chercher tout seul, et d'autre part, il peut avoir un avantage avec la longueur des carreaux, si l'une des deux mains en possède 5 par hasard, alors qu'à pique, si ça tombe, que ça fait croquer une levée d'entamer la couleur, au moins le fait qu'on ait 5 cartes protège de la levée de longueur en plus de ça, quoi. C'était ça mon idée. Donc grosso modo, d'une façon générale, plus la couleur que vous entamez est longue et moins c'est dangereux.
Well,
Apparemment.
7 of diamonds lead certainly didn't make Declarer's task any harder. Any reason not to play ace of the heart?
Well, he does need to set up clubs eventually.
Well, yes, but he's got plenty of interest to dummy.
One of his problems may be that if he cashes the ace of hearts and North plays the jack, he might be worried about bad trump breaks, but he probably
Yeah, then
can't
he
do
can't
enough
do
about
anything
it.
about it anyway, can he, really?
One bad move would be a low heart, and then,
Yes.
ace king of clubs and another club would skewer him.
Bon, là, naturellement, en l'occurrence, le fait d'entamer carreau ne coûte rien. La dame de carreau était du bon côté pour le déclarant, et qu'on en entame ou pas, ça ne fait aucune différence. Maintenant, ce genre de couleur d'atout est assez délicat à manier. Il est clair qu'il ne peut pas en perdre plus qu'un, puisqu'il a ce 3 trèfles à donner. Intuitivement, je jouerais petit vers la dame sans tirer l'as, mais je n'ai pas de point de vue arithmétiquement étayé, on va dire. C'est intuitif, quoi.
So Henri and Barry, when you're dummy, do you tend to turn off or do you concentrate on the play?
Depends who my partner is.
David nous demande si lorsqu'on est mort, on a tendance à suivre la partie ou à roupiller un peu. Pour ma part, c'est la deuxième option.
There is a good argument for actually turning off and not wasting your energies while looking at the hand.
Oui.
So declarer has given the defenders a chance, and the defenders have given it right back. And now declarer is thinking about giving it back to them.
I don't think he will. I'm pretty confident he'll play the queen. It's what he does after that that will be more interesting.
Donc apparemment, le déclarant back a adopté ma suggestion. Je ne pourrais pas vous faire une démonstration arithmétique de pourquoi c'est supérieur. C'est quelque chose qu'on aurait fait au feeling, quoi.
I think, to be honest, if he ducks that, they will switch to a club at 1,000,000 miles an hour because North knows Declarer's got the jack of diamonds. He knows there's no future in spades. He has risen queen. So he is now, even playing a club as he has, he's okay, is he not?
No?
Why? Oh, yeah.
Oh no, because he's scored the queen of hearts.
Correct. He
could
can finesse the
He
10 of
could.
hearts.
That's not to say he will. He could still misguess the hearts after they take the ruff. In fact, he probably would.
Because why would North duck with King Jack Bear?
Exactly. This is going to be our entry in the best bid and defended and played hand. I can see that.
Tell you what, it'd be a lengthy article to have to discuss.
Now remember, I have to write up the quarterfinals for the World Championship book, so this deal will figure one way or another.
Correct. Either as defensive or declarer.
Yes, we're well over the hour, and blame can be attributed in many directions, but Michael Cornell is not generally slow. His partner, that cannot be said of.
I would call Michael average minus in the speed department. So how many opportunities has everybody given everybody here?
Trick 1, trick 2, trick 3, and...
No. Trick 4, he's played ace king of clubs.
Okay.
So he's
Trick
on the
4,
right
they're
track.
on the right line, but I certainly expect to clarify
Goodbye.
that.
This will now have a distinct chance of going down. Interesting hand.
Mm-hmm.
So those following results from Bermuda Bowl: China ahead of France 32-17 after 7 boards. USA 2-16 ahead of Sweden after 7 boards. And USA 1 and Bulgaria virtually tied, just 2 imps to USA. declare a rough with the ace of hearts. Took the
Took the
of
ace of hearts. Down one, not surprisingly after that start.
The good news is there won't be a need for the director, who was sitting there waiting to step back in. So 4 boards in 70 minutes. Closed room, north-south vale, north of dealer. East opener, no trump. Doubled by south, 3 hearts preempt by west, 4 spades by north. That ended the auction. And they made 11 tricks on a heart lead.
Couple of pairs reach slam. Flat in Russia, England in the women's match, and in Indonesia, Poland in 6 spades.
13 imps in each of the seniors matches. All 4 matches, one table bid slam, the other didn't. India were the recipients in one match, Italy in another, Australia in another, and Japan in the other.
The one no trump opening in the other room certainly helped slow north-south down, but here 2 spades showing a 2 suited hand, less than an opening bid. You wouldn't be at all surprised to see south go fairly quickly towards game. I suppose if the queen of clubs was the king of diamonds, slam would be good, but then north might have opened 1 spade.
Sud enquête un petit peu et il est très possible qu'on fasse un chelem avec sa main, en particulier si le partenaire a des trèfles, évidemment. Donc il va essayer de savoir un peu plus sur la main de l'ouvreur.
That said,
Il a des carreaux, ça tombe pas bien, globalement.
We've all been in worse slams than this. 2 spades and you would have been all right. We've all been in worse slams, 2 spades, and you would be happy to be there.
Once north shows less than an opening bid.
Apparemment, Sud n'est pas encore satisfait.
There we are. Still sniffing things out.
North has a fairly good hand, having shown less than an opening.
On ne sait pas si Nab est renseigné à propos de la dame d'atout à ce stade. C'est une information qui peut avoir beaucoup d'importance, étant donné qu'il connaît le fil de 9 cartes. Et grosso modo, si vous déclarez un chelem qui demande de ne pas perdre d'atout avec la dame dehors et 9 cartes, c'est 50-50, globalement. À peu de choses près, quoi.
C'est fini.
I think South could be confident that his partner spades didn't include the king and queen.
Là, en l'occurrence, il s'est pas trompé.
I don't know whether if North had had Jack 10 fifth of spades and Ace King fifth of diamonds, whether he would have done any different. But slam was unlikely to be much better than a finesse when North couldn't cooperate.
Wonder if the director's there virtually as a time monitor. Four of clubs lead.
I suppose Declara should probably take one top trump and duck a diamond.
Donc, comme on l'a dit tout à l'heure, déclarer le chelem avec ses deux mains est très loin d'être un crime. On sait simplement que c'est un pari à peu près à égalité. Je vous épargne les virgules et les machins. Je crois que c'est précisément 52,3. Mais peu importe. Enfin, globalement, c'est une chance sur deux.
Quick claim's a good claim when you're running out of time.
Voilà.
Board 6, east-west foul, east the dealer. And in the closed room, east.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
We wanted to do a quick update on the results.
Yes.
They are a very tight match.
Yes.
All of them.
First thing I would like to say, Carlotta, is that this match we are seeing in view graph, it's really very slow. Most of the match they have passed the halfway. I say almost all the matches, and this is only on board 5.
Do you think
No,
they
it
could
just
get a penalty for that?
yes, they could because they are really slow. If they don't go speedier, they could be penalized. So, Sandra, if we can see Bermuda board now, well, as often happens, the first choose team, which is China, is now winning against France. This doesn't mean a thing, but it often happens that once you are choose as first, you have a good start. No big difference in no.
They are not very
No.
different in
Well,
the
the biggest one is the one between USA 2 and Sweden,
yeah.
which is 20 points. But we are really at the beginning of the whole.
It's like 2 boards.
Yes,
and
yes, yeah.
thousands of boards,
We have 96
yeah.
boards, so it's really nothing what we can see. USA and Bulgaria, they are very close, while
they're the closest one. I think.
Netherlands is winning, but just 16 points on.
And we don't know anything about Netherlands because actually, like, they are the 6th board.
Yeah,
and
they are the 6th board, so we cannot compare
compared to
really.
the other matches because they are not at the same point.
No,
of the
no,
other
no,
matches.
not at the same. They are really slow. 5 boards in 1 hour and a quarter, more than almost 1 hour 20 minutes. It's really slow. And shall we switch to the ladies?
Can we have the Venice Cup?
Yes. Okay. Here we are. Here we are. In here there are 2 matches, Carlotta. That China is winning. Just a big thing, which again doesn't mean a thing.
No.
But
They had a good start.
but they a good if they are going to gain more psychologically could be a factor.
Yeah.
And look again,
Israel.
Israel,
very-
the first one to have been picked up is now winning against Sweden. While
Israel is quite a good team, I told you.
Israel,
Not
yes,
so
you
clear
you said before.
they're quite strong.
Indonesia keeps his good way to
Yeah.
in any match. They are winning against Poland. Poland is again a good team. So Indonesia is doing something well, and Russia is now for the moment
Yeah, but 10 points are nothing.
are nothing. In even 32 points are nothing
If
at
we
this
were-
point.
If we were at the last match, like on the 6th match, at the last 5 boards, I would say that 10 points.
Of
are
course.
tricky.
Oh, God.
But you
but not-
would still be talking
It-
about
it-
it. Like
yes.
yesterday when they were qualifying 10 points, we were saying
Absolutely,
they still might
absolutely.
do it, so now it's really nothing.
No, it's really not. But I mean, just in the last one, if China keeps keeping advantage, psychologically could be a factor.
Can
Okay.
we see the Dorsey trophy, please? Here we go.
And
Ah,
just
it
to
feels so tight.
just to maintain the tradition, Japan is winning. Japan picked yes, but you know.
think they're doing it just for us.
Yes, just so that we can say something. Okay, I agree. I agree with you. We here.
And Australia, Sweden. Australia is leading. So Sweden at the moment is losing in all the three competitions.
Okay, but you know, they are real players. So they're real players. I don't think they can have any damage by this. And look that
And Italy is tight one.
Italy is a very close match. USA one is a good team, but as Italy, they are three pairs. You know, I tell you that in the Italian team we have three real pairs. I don't know if any other country can say the same.
Okay. And instead in France, India, France is leading. This is not working. So France is leading, and India is behind 20 points. But it means
the same that Australia and Sweden.
yeah, exactly.
22 and 23.
Actually, I wanted to ask you something because I'm not such a good bridge player, but you were. So I wanted. You were. We're not playing anymore that much. So okay.
Consider it just dead.
Yeah.
Not old.
I was speaking with some players, and they actually say to me that they prefer to be behind at the middle when they are at the middle of the championship. Let's say they prefer to be behind than forward because then you want to do more and you are more in the mood of doing it. Instead, if you are leading, you are fearing the game because you want to keep the points you have. What do you think about it?
That's a very good question. Of course, it's different. You have to know the players. It's not the same for all players. But this is something that I was told too many times. Because when you are not much, not much, but well, we are just just a little bit is a factor in your favor. Because you try to do something but then it depends who is trying. Usually you are right. It happens like this.
Okay. So we'll see you back here at the end of the match, and we will see because it's a very slow match. So we will see what will happen. See you soon. Bye bye.
Bye.
Non ero io, era il microfono.
Well, he got the ace of spades half out of his hand. Mm-hmm.
Tell me about Sue when she gets in.
Yes.
She used to fly, I don't know.
Yeah.
So what she got here yesterday.
We went to dinner last night. She was able to stay up long enough to do that.
How was the meal? Was it good?
Very good.
Supposed to be. North, east, south or west?
Circa 3 place for reception.
All right. Who was there?
Well, the bridge, I have to say, has been, in some cases, unacceptably slow. And this hand is no exception.
Can we go back to the previous hand, Barry, where Bob Driver ducked the heart played to the Queen? Your thoughts on that?
Bizarre.
Does seem strange while I think about it. For our next presentation, we will show you grass growing on the screen. It will be quicker than this.
Yeah, I think there's probably a director present at this rate. My guess is we're talking 5 boards in an hour and a half.
The director's sitting there watching as a time monitor, I suspect. He's sitting next to the BBO operator.
I think New Zealand have been mainly responsible for the slow play after the slow start.
There's no doubt New Zealand have used more of the time. Oops. Club played, and that will not be good.
I think he played
sorry.
3 of diamonds.
3 of diamonds, sorry, I apologise.
Well, now it's up to his partner to work out to play a trump, which would be necessary if East had king on 1 spade.
He has played a trump. So, as Joey Silver would say, next.
Well, defenders still have to keep the right cards. And West in the ending must pitch his diamonds and hearts to keep the club. Which we can all see is right, but East can make West's job easier depending on which order he throws his cards in.
If he gives his present count in hearts.
If he plays back a heart and pitches the jack of diamonds.
He played back the jack of clubs, so.
Okay. That's probably the most difficult defense now coming up. East must pitch his hearts first and then throw the jack of diamonds.
I think he's going to play 8-4 of hearts to show the count.
And then
in
the
hearts.
jack of diamonds.
If he plays a 4 of hearts, then for sure
West will
knows.
know to pitch hearts. It's the queen of diamonds is the card that.
Well, maybe he should play the jack of diamonds at the first opportunity.
That's actually what I said.
I know.
He hasn't pitched his 4 of hearts, which is very mean of him.
But he has played the jack of diamonds.
But he has played the jack of diamonds. Okay, time to pitch that 4 of hearts.
Queen of diamonds. Queen of hearts is gone.
Well done.
If not slowly. Okay. 6 boards, 90 minutes.
Closed room. East-West played 3 diamonds for Netherlands, down a trick, plus 100 to New Zealand. Diamond opening didn't guarantee diamond length, so when West voluntarily rebid 2 diamonds, East thought he had to bid 3. After a spade lead, Declarer lost 3 hearts and 2 clubs.
How do you defend spades, Barry?
By north-south?
Yep. Actually, I can see if somebody's bidden made 4 spades.
4 spades looks like a lot to make, doesn't it?
Well, you've got to hook the 9 of spades at some point and keep control of everything.
I guess you can do it.
3 hearts, 3 clubs is 6, and 4 spades is 10.
It's an awful lot of bidding to get to 4 spades as well, isn't it? Diamond double, spade from east, natural, stealing the opponent's suit. I imagine south will double or bid 2 spades. Diamond for west tends to show an unbalanced hand, and real diamonds. 2 hearts from south, alerted by both players. Can't read what it says on the paper. We can see south's hand. You'd have to assume it showed spades, but that's a very unusual treatment and an interesting treatment. Two hearts showed spades.
Oui, les joueurs ont l'habitude d'utiliser les cartons d'enchères pour donner les informations discrètement, sans être obligé d'écrire, etc. Maintenant, le fait qu'il y ait des explications écrites est important en cas de litige. Donc ça, c'est une solution, on va dire, à l'amiable, entre driver et cornell.
To reach 4 spades in the other match, Sweden-USA, the bidding went a diamond double pass, and south bid a rather optimistic 2 spades, and north jumped to 4, and there they were. And it really looks as if 10 tricks are relatively straightforward once the jack of spades appears. There's really nothing the defenders can do.
What if the defence ducks 2 rounds of spades?
Well, Declara has 3 hearts, 3 clubs, and 4 spades.
But if you lead diamond, diamond, diamond...
Yeah, there's no further entry to...
No, I understand, but you duck 2 rounds of spades sitting east.
Yeah, I play a 3rd spade.
You play a 3rd spade.
Remember, I'm roughing in the long hand, not the short hand.
I understand. I can win that and now just force you again in diamonds.
With what? The man with 4 spades only has 2 diamonds.
That's rather lucky.
No.
A 3rd diamond...
3rd diamond's no good.
Okay.
He needs a 4th diamond.
Yeah, well, that's never happening. Okay, so...
We're in 2 spades. Looks like it's going to be 170 and 2 imps for Netherlands. And we should say that even if the New Zealand pair in this room have been slow, they haven't had a bad card. The results from the other room for Netherlands have been extremely good.
Ça paraît très compliqué d'arriver à 4 piques. D'ailleurs, si on regarde le tableau, on s'aperçoit que sur l'ensemble des participants, il n'y a qu'une paire qui soit parvenue. En l'occurrence, États-Unis 2.
So defenders did lead 3 rounds of diamonds. East is on play after 2 rounds of spades. And There's not much he can do. So declares drawing trumps, he'll take the heart finesse. Once he shows the ace of spades and king of diamonds, the heart finesse is pretty sure to succeed, particularly given East discard. Ten tricks, 2 imps, on we go.
They seem to be conscious of the time at least, or lack of time. Board 8, nobody vulnerable, West the dealer. 1 diamond West, 1 no trump by north end of the auction, and they made 7 tricks on the 2 of clubs lead.
1 diamond opening bid was strong club, so didn't guarantee diamond length, hence East's choice of lead. There are some people who would play that a diamond and no trump pass double was takeout with short clubs. The most useful meaning for it, perhaps, since even if you have a balanced 18 count, you have no idea whose hand it really is. I don't think Michael Cornell will lead a club in this room, but whether he leads a spade or a diamond, I don't know.
I'd be happy to be plus 90 on this hand, north-south, I must say.
Club lead was...
fortuitous.
No.
Oh, correct my English, Barry.
Where do I start? Okay. So 1 no trump it is, and East again knows his partner has real diamonds, but leading from ace third isn't enormously attractive. It looks like he might have selected a club honor.
Also not very attractive, as it turns out.
There's a lot to be said for leading partner suit. It may not be best, but it's relatively unlikely to be worst.
And as my sagely mother says, you never have to apologise for it. Oups.
Le 9 de pique, oui, c'est un adepte de la règle, débarrassons-nous du 9 de la poisse aussi rapidement que possible, qui est un choix tout à fait défendable par ailleurs.
So I assume declarer maybe winning the jack of spades.
En particulier quand l'ouverture d'un carreau ne promet pas particulièrement des carreaux.
And playing ace king of clubs.
We might try king, queen of hearts. When that's stuck, go back to hearts,
right.
Clubs maybe.
Good point. Good point. So East will probably have to give count on the heart suit.
To make sure West ducks.
Yep. But West can probably signal Smith Echo to say he likes the opening lead once it continued, if that's part of their methods.
Declarer will be very happy to see the 9 of clubs drop for a moment only. Hoping for 9 on a doubleton.
I think West has to pitch a diamond, not the 6 of hearts.
So it's king of hearts, ducked ace, king of clubs.
Yeah, I think that Ashley Bach turned his card too fast for the viewgraph operator to see, but it must have been a small diamond.
And it was queen of hearts was...
Okay, so 2 hearts have been ducked. So declarer has one spade and two hearts and two clubs, and he's going to get the king of diamonds. Is he going to get anything more?
Or the 10 of diamonds, one or the other. Defence have got 3 spades, a hearts, 4, 2 diamonds, a 6, and now 2 clubs is 8. So
He may be able to take the rest.
they may be able to take 3. How many has declarer got? 5. Yes, I can shoot declarer 2 from here.
2 diamonds, 3 spades, 1 heart and 2 clubs is 8. Declarer has 5. It all adds up.
While we're waiting for this, China lead France in the Bermuda Bowl by 9. And the match we're watching, Netherlands ahead by 18, although it looks like they will be giving back. 190 is 5 imps on this board. USA 2 is leading by 19 over Sweden. And Bulgaria are 11 ahead of USA 1 in the 4th match. So declarer played a 3rd heart, and Queen of Diamonds, King of Diamonds, Ace.
Good moment to cash the club winners.
Very good moment. You will regret it if you don't.
It's only an imp, as it turns out. But
He's put the Queen of Clubs on the end of his hand. Jack of Clubs, no, Queen of Clubs. Jack to say he's going to play a diamond, or
no, I think just to tell his partner he has the queen.
Queen, right? In case he decides not.
Il explique à son partenaire qu'il va devoir défausser 2 fois. En fait.
He didn't cash the Queen. He played the spade.
So declarer will get a diamond trick at the end for down 1.
Correct. And that will only be 4 imps, not 5. Back explaining to his partner he should have cashed the Jack of Clubs, in case he hadn't realised it himself.
We have a bathroom break now.
Yep, just what we need in a match that's taken forever and a day to get to board 9.
Closed room. North-South played 4 hearts. Club loser, a diamond loser, a heart loser, and a spade. Defenders don't really have to be that careful about the order they cash things, so long as they take 1 diamond trick.
And don't win an early club, is it?
Well, so long as they take 1 diamond
Trick,
it
that's
doesn't
enough.
matter, probably.
Yeah, he'll lose a spade anyway.
And it's a very ugly auction from the closed room. Henri, I don't know what standard French would be, but a 2 heart raise with the south hand.
Ouais, enfin, même si on joue, comment dire, les soutiens simples à l'ancienne, c'est-à-dire qu'actuellement la tendance moderne, c'est de dire un cœur de cœur avec des mains positives, de ranger 8 à 10 points. Mais là, le soutien de sud n'appartient à aucune catégorie en fait.
One thing I will say is that there are some pairs who play artificial responses to a major whereby the 2 heart raise itself is weak, that either 2 clubs or 2 diamonds deals with some of the invitational hands, but this one just looks too weak to me for any of these treatments. Of course, West might have doubled 2 hearts, but the vulnerability persuaded him not to.
On n'arrive pas à avoir de solution pour faire 10 plis. Enfin, moi pas. Bien que tout soit 3-2 ou 3-3, ça ne convient pas. Bien qu'il n'y ait aucun point perdu en face du Singleton Nord. Enfin, tout va bien dans cette main, sauf que il n'y a pas de quoi faire 10 plis, quoi.
Yes. The north-south cards fit very nicely. There just aren't enough of them.
Back to business.
Okay. So one heart pass seems normal enough. I would guess that this south will bid a no trump rather than 2 hearts. And of course, pass is still legal in 39 of the 50 American states. But we're not in America now.
Well, they've bid a no trump here.
Donc là, on voit que Sud fait un petit peu la même chose que Bac tout à l'heure, qui avait 4 piques d'un valet et 0 en face de l'ouverture d'un pique. Il répond un sans atout pour brouiller un peu les pistes d'une part, et si son partenaire nomme 2 trèfles ou 2 carreaux, il dira 2 cœurs, genre mauvaise préférence, ce qui fait que ça pourrait éventuellement calmer son partenaire qui aurait autour de 16 points d'honneur, disons, et qui aurait envie de reparler. Donc l'objectif est double. D'une part, ne pas donner des informations complètes aux adversaires, et d'autre part, éviter de se retrouver trop haut, contrer éventuellement tout ça, quoi. On pourrait aussi passer un cœur, mais c'est très passif, hein. En particulier à vulnérabilité favorable, comme c'est le cas.
After a heart and no trump 2 spades, which some people play as artificial rather than a reverse, it's a good sequence for transfers. 3 diamonds lets you out in 3 hearts, or that you're about to show a stronger hand. Jump to 4 hearts says an original limit.
South trying to get out. Shown 5 to 10.
Bon là évidemment, avec la main de nab, on commence à être un petit peu inquiet, mais c'est pas très grave de chuter, pas contrer, etc. No double, no trouble, bla bla bla.
I am a little surprised this pair don't play transfers here. Perhaps they need to keep Tuno as natural.
Je ne crois pas que Nord envisage de passer ici. La façon dont les enchères se déroulent lui laisse à penser que son partenaire a un fit à cœur et par conséquent pas de jeu du tout puisqu'il n'a pas soutenu directement. Mais je ne crois pas qu'on puisse s'offrir le luxe de passer 3 cœurs. Il a quand même une main très sexy, quoi.
Well, they found a worse spot than 4 hearts. I guess West will lead the ace of diamonds, asking for attitude.
And East will say, I'm delighted.
Declarer has, I see 4 winners.
C'est assez créatif de sa part. Oui, j'aurais pas pensé à dire 300 atouts, honnêtement. Pourtant, je suis très fan de ce genre d'initiative, mais là, je dois dire, j'aurais pas pensé.
As South from the closed room is saying, I guess that 2-heart raise looks pretty good now. See, that's the way to generate 3 imps or whatever the number is. Declarer can set up the club suit for 2 tricks to go with his 2 ace kings. Defenders have 5 diamonds and a club. They might get another trick out of it, depends whether they cash out or not. It will be difficult for the defenders, I think, to read the position.
Donc ça va finir par un petit swing en faveur des All Blacks.
Exactly.
The opening good news is the defence is certainly going to cash 5 diamonds before Declarer blinks.
Well, Declarer's blinking a little. He has to pitch from dummy.
Unfortunately, Ashley would be hoping that 4 hearts is cold.
Yes.
When North's got a single, and be disappointed to know that it's 1 off.
Yes, if South had either the Queen of Spades or the Queen of Hearts from East, maybe the bidding wouldn't have gone identically to this, but 4 hearts would be making.
Exiting Declarer's suit. If they duck 2 clubs and continue hearts, I'll get another trick.
Not so easy for West to duck that.
No, very hard. And he hasn't. Two down and just 2 imps, making the score 28-16. But the good news is a very quick hand. Board 10. This match has another 25 minutes to go and 7 boards. That'll be kind of interesting.
Closed room, 4 hearts by East-West. A medium no trump from East, 2 diamonds showing 1 major from South, and West transferred into hearts and made 650. Some tables were pushed to the 5 level. The USA played 6 hearts, and North thought he could deal with that. Poland in the women's defended 3 no trumps by East-West. And South thought he could deal with that. Not so clear you can beat 3 no trumps. But it went down.
Let me say though, if the opponent's bid to 4 spades, I think that's 800.
Only on accurate defence.
Like cashing out.
Heart lead
Yep.
might let Declarer get out for 500. That was not uncommon, I think.
Yep.
Would not be uncommon,
No,
I'm sorry.
Nobody's played spin.
Nobody's played 4 spades.
3 no trumps by East down a trick. China against Poland in the Venice Cup.
Indonesia against Poland, yes.
Sorry.
2 rounds of spades ducked. I think Declarer can set the hearts up.
Tous vulnérables, est-ce qu'on a envie de dire 4 piques en or? Ça me paraît être une décision très close. Il a certainement aucune chance de les faire. Et d'une manière générale, dans les situations un peu... On ne sait pas trop ce qui se passe, on évite de déclarer des contrats dont on sait qu'on n'a aucune chance de les faire. Maintenant, peut-être qu'il y a une main miraculeuse chez son partenaire, qui est connu pour avoir 7 piques. On peut peut-être arriver à faire 10 plis, mais ça paraît extrêmement lointain. Bon, d'un autre côté, évidemment, la bonne situation, c'est que les adversaires faisaient 4 cœurs. Ce qui également n'est pas super lumineux, considérant qu'il a ce roi d'atout, tout ça. Donc il avait vraiment une décision beaucoup plus délicate que les 3 secondes qu'il a prises pour qu'il a utilisées pour la prendre, pardon. Enfin, quoi qu'il en soit, ils arrivent à un contrat relativement naturel, on va dire. Ils ont 10 piques, ils jouent 4 piques, il n'y a pas grand-chose à ergoter à propos de ça. Maintenant, il leur faut espérer que c'était la bonne décision.
Difficult opening lead for West, don't you think? Very tempting not to lead a heart on this auction from a bad suit. Partner didn't contribute to the auction. Lead a trump if he could, probably. Try and cut out roughs and dummy before he sees 4-3-3 hit deck.
Naturellement, il y a 3 carreaux de trèfle, l'as d'atout à donner directement, donc c'est un peu plus cher que la manche, mais sans excès, quoi. Ça peut rapporter un peu ou coûter un peu. Ici, ça coûte un peu, voilà, de dire 4 piques.
Well, they're on the right track.
Yes, when that dummy goes down, I think East will be able to work out not to play hearts.
Oui, Barry disait que ce serait tout de même très étonnant qu'ils ne se rendent pas compte que c'est pas une bonne idée de jouer cœur ici, vu qu'il y a As-Roi de cœur au mort.
So 8 imps in the balance. 800 will give 4 imps to New Zealand. 500 will give 4 imps to the Netherlands. Seven of diamonds back, making life a little bit difficult for West. Although West will know not to play hard, as Barry said, looking at ace, king and dummy.
Je pense que son idée, c'est de représenter l'as de carreau second. Son partenaire va rejouer carreau pour le faire couper, mais finalement, il fera la levée avec la dame. C'est probablement ce qui va se produire.
Peut-être as de trèfle,
Oui, c'est possible qu'il essaye de simplifier la vie à son partenaire.
Wanting to know what to play next. No, I think he's continued with the 5 of diamonds, it looks like. No, ace of clubs.
Good call, David.
Partner will encourage. If he plays a 9 of clubs now, life will be easy because East will win it knowing his partner's probably got a 3rd club and try the diamond. What also Declarer knows is that, what East knows is that Declarer doesn't have a quick entry to dummy.
does look like Ashley Bach has been tortured on every hand he's ever played in his life.
I think, Barry, you might recall a few days ago I came up and asked you about this ace-queen third, what do you continue with, and when you continue low it does make it difficult for partner.
Well, I think he should have put the Queen of Diamonds in on the first trick and avoided this whole issue. But that's a different story. And I don't know why East followed with a 7 of clubs. I assume that must be encouraging.
I think that in a sense East-West are protected because I can't imagine any scenario under which it can be right for West to play a heart looking at ace-king and partner opens a no-trump. You know there's a discard for declarer.
I think West will play a club.
Alors, bon, je ne connais pas précisément leur système de signalisation, mais je crois que le problème de Bach est de savoir où est le 3 de carreau, grosso modo. Et dans tous les cas, on ne voit pas pourquoi il jouerait cœur. C'est complètement impossible, je pense. Donc finalement, quoi qu'il fasse, ça reviendra au même, mais ça va lui prendre un petit moment pour en arriver à cette conclusion.
So going back to, everything's going to be a problem here because if West plays the 9 of clubs, East won't know whether there's a third club cashing or not.
Yes, he will.
Why?
Diamond 8 lead.
Well, they
Third and low.
Okay, so partner could have King 9-8 to
He
start.
knows the Queen of Diamonds is cashing.
Yeah. Oh, they would lead low from 5, correct.
Yep. See any movements anywhere else in our matches? Sweden closed up a bit on USA 2 in the open. Bulgaria have shot in front of USA 1. I think USA 1 were leading at the start of the set, 23-10 or something. I think Bulgaria have scored about the last 50 imps. Sweden in the women's have overtaken Israel. England have moved in front of Russia. And China are having a very good set against Netherlands. In the Bermuda Bowl, good start for Australia.
The Dorsey.
In the Dorsey, I'm sorry. And very good start for France against India. France including our erstwhile fellow commentator Pierre Schmidt.
The one thing we could say that East could have achieved is played the Queen of Diamonds and sped things up a bit.
Oui, on peut, en toute justice, et le problème n'est pas si simple que ça, évidemment. Il ne faut pas du tout qu'il se trompe dans l'encaissement.
Oh, okay.
Mais apparemment, ça n'a pas été le cas.
Whitesant, 4 for New Zealand, 28-20 after 10 long boards.
6 to go,
Okay.
and it's lunchtime already. The set is due to be finished round about now.
It's due to be finished in 15 minutes exactly. And they will not be playing 6 boards in 15 minutes.
At this rate, they won't be playing 1 board in 15 minutes. 4 spades by East-West. The Ace of Hearts is right, the King of Clubs is right, so you can negotiate the Jack of Spades. East-West did well to reach game. West having overcalled and shown a reasonable hand. I think the 2 clubs was like Drury. 4 spades may not be the world's greatest contract, but it is cold. It did go down at least 1 table. Bulgaria, USA in the Bermuda Bowl, Sweden, Israel in the Venice Cup, and Japan against USA.
USA won, scored 12 tricks, which is kind of nice.
So why does four spades go down? I suppose because you cash the ace king of diamonds to discard a heart, take the club finesse, lead a spade to the king, and the defenders take their ace of hearts and get out with diamonds, and you never get to repeat the club finesse.
Correct.
Not an easy hand to play on a diamond lead. Much easier to play on the lead of the 10 of clubs. So we'll check the play. Can you show us the play in the closed room, please? The declarer did make four spades. Diamond lead, declarer took the club finesse. He didn't cash the second diamond. He played the queen of spades from hand, so giving up on the jack of spades on side. Back came a diamond, so he pitched a heart, cashed the king of spades, repeated the club finesse, and claimed. Thank you.
Good play.
Well, he guessed the hand well. He guessed not to play for the ace of hearts wrong and a favorable spade position. He'd had a one diamond opening by south, natural, and a negative double from north, which perhaps was a fraction more consistent with the ace of hearts on his left than on his right.
So the opening lead's on the table here.
It's the 10 of clubs. That's the normal thing to do. Declarer will obviously take the club finesse and I think play a spade to the king. And what can the defenders do? If they play back a club, declarer wins and probably just cashes the queen of spades. If the trumps are 4-1, he can go to a diamond and play a spade up. If the defenders win the ace of spades and play back a club as looks natural, then West knows that the clubs are breaking. So he has 5 clubs and 2 diamonds and only needs 3 spade tricks.
Is there any minor inference that North's got the ace of hearts when he's led a doubleton club?
No.
No?
Declarer is doing something different. I don't know why he didn't play the spade up. He's taking his discard at once, and I don't know whether he's going to play a spade to the queen or a spade to the 10. If
Maybe
he plays
that's...
a spade to the 10, might he go down?
Is there a nice argument for ducking the first club by South on that?
Well, be that as it may,
Well, that would test the play you said before.
Yeah, I don't like this line of play. If declarer plays a spade to the queen, he may go down to 4-1 trumps on side. If he plays a spade to the 10, he's going to go down as the cards lie. Defenders would get a club ruff and 2 trumps.
Club, and he's put the queen up.
Spade, and he's put the queen up.
Sorry, this meant spade and put the queen up. Will he duck a spade on the way back?
I think he should.
He has.
Impressionnant.
It's the way to make an over trick.
And get a precious imp. Moving right along, guys. I've known Ashley for about 20 years. I still can't help thinking of him as a young bridge player, but he's 42.
Still a young bridge player.
Oh, he is, but not compared to when he was 22.
Strong club from West in the closed room. Negative diamond, natural 2 hearts. East-West competed to 3 spades and made 170. North-south in hearts have a spade loser and 2 diamonds and a club at most. I don't know whether there's any play for 4 hearts.
Sweden have bid and made 4 hearts from south on the ace of diamonds lead.
Je suis extrêmement étonné de voir Cornell passer un pic ici. Il est à vulnérabilité favorable et il a comme d'habitude le fit à pic qui n'est pas de jeu du tout. Une main avec laquelle beaucoup de gens répondraient à sans atout à mon avis.
Notice that to make 4 hearts, I think the defenders must not shift to spades early. They have 2 diamonds, a spade, and a club. If you don't cash the spade, declarer can set up the clubs for a spade discard. So again, the strong club kept north-south out of a playable contract. It's not the first time this set.
Could West be squeezed in diamonds and clubs, perhaps if they don't play 3 rounds of diamonds?
Don't think so. The diamond discard is irrelevant.
6 hearts, a spade and a club.
Maybe you have to bid the north-south cards to 3-no. No, it's not going to work either. Okay, spade, pass, 2 hearts, double from west, take out, 3 hearts from north, or 2 spade cubit.
Il a apparemment une décision difficile, c'est quel cas. Il peut soutenir à 3 cœurs pour prendre un peu d'espace. Maintenant, l'idée de prendre de l'espace à quelqu'un qui est passé sur un pic est peut-être pas forcément valable, dirons-nous. Donc, on n'est pas là pour occuper le terrain, on est là pour essayer de déterminer s'il faut jouer la manche et si oui, laquelle. Donc, Nord devrait trouver une solution pour expliquer à son partenaire qu'il a 4 atouts, une main balancée et quelques espoirs. Je ne sais pas comment on peut procéder. Sur-contre peut-être dans un premier temps, suivi d'un soutien à cœur, ça montrerait ça. Ou... Là, il choisit de dire 200 atouts qui montre un fil de 4 cartes à cœur. Donc c'est l'idée, quoi. Il avait l'enchère parfaite à sa disposition et il l'utilise.
2 no trumps here, 4-card trump raise, approximately invitational values. Let's see what the point of the defense to 4 spades is. If you cash 2 diamonds, East has to try and signal to get partner to play spades, because from West's perspective, I suppose, declarer could be 3-5, 3-2 with ace-king third of spades, and a spade shift would be fatal. But if East had the queen of clubs and not the king of spades, you might beat the contract just by going passive.
Ici, je ne serais pas surpris du tout de voir Nab dire 300 atouts. À mon avis, il a la main pour, hein. Il a l'élevé direct à cœur, il a l'as de pique dans la couleur adverse, et s'il y a une impasse à faire, elle fonctionne a priori, puisque Est a passé sur un pic. Donc 300 atouts, ça me semble parfaitement sain comme décision.
3 no trumps, perhaps a suggestion of a place to play rather than a command, because South is relatively balanced.
Mais c'est bien entendu un choix de manche, et d'ailleurs Bob Driver préfère jouer à cœur.
I think 4 hearts might easily be let through here. I think West may well expect South to have the ace-king of spades. The real issue is going to be the signal suit preference on the second round of diamonds. If West leads, let's say, the queen of diamonds and the ace of diamonds, East has to be able to play the 6 of diamonds with his highest spot to signal for the highest suit. And I think that's going to be very difficult for West to read. And once more, the play is going to go very slowly. Now that was an easy one to predict, I admit.
Very big lead for France over India in the seniors after 15 boards, 81-20. It's a pretty enormous score, 101 imps.
So far, so good.
If you're French,
I
it's
can
good.
allow
Not if you're
myself
Indian,
to
it's
say
not.
that, yes.
Well, France against China is less than...
Bulgaria smashing USA.
Yes. Surprising a little, perhaps. France also trailing China in the Bermuda Bowl. And Sweden, who picked Israel in the Venice Cup, are down to them. Now, the 6 and 5 of diamonds has given West the chance to play a spade. With the 4 and 2 missing, it would not be impossible for West to play a spade now. As we commented already, the closed room, Muller and DeVace having an excellent set. It's tough when you have to try and beat a game, a difficult game, to hold your loss to 2 imps because they've stole the contract in the other room. Ten of spades, well done. So long as maybe the 8 of spades will start to be a threat in this position. Can declare come down to a 3-card ending where 10 of spades, Jack, King, Ace, run the hearts, roughing a diamond, and in the 3-card ending, throw West in with the 8 of spades to lead a club? I guess so. Was there a defense? Did West have to shift to a spade after 1 round of diamonds? Probably. What an embarrassing way for the contract to make. Could West have shifted to the Queen of Spades instead of the 10? I think that might have done it. Wow. If declare covers the 10 of spades, roughs the diamond and runs the trumps, he catches West and the strip squeeze. So it does look as if West might find this sequence of plays. The alternative, I suppose, if the spades were 6-2, ducking the spade and winning the next for a simple squeeze on West is much less likely. West didn't bid 2 spades over, 1 spade pass past 2 hearts, he doubled, so the 3-suitor is much more likely. So West needed to shift to a spade, otherwise declarer could set up the 9 of clubs, but he actually probably needed to shift to the Queen. Or shift to a spade earlier, which is he was never going to do until he got a suit preference card from his partner, so that's really not practical.
So what odds are you giving declarer of ducking and then finding this line of play?
No, he has to cover.
Cover,
Find this
sorry.
line of play. I will give him no chance because he's just played the 3, but I thought he was going to get it right.
Accessoirement, le déclarant a une très bonne idée de la position, puisque West a ouvert d'un pied qui a contré de cœur, il a sensiblement cette main-là, quoi. Donc s'il y a un plan gagnant, il le trouvera.
West might have been more charitable to play the 9 of spades in that position. But it was definitely a missed opportunity. I think Bach did well to play a spade at all.
Hello everybody, almost lunchtime here, but the two teams playing in view graphs, they seem don't care much about this, and I think they could be penalized because it's just 10 minutes left and they have still 5 boards to play, while in all the other match, for example, you can see here France and China, they have just 1 board left, and same for Sweden and USA, while USA won in Bulgaria, they have just 2 boards left. About this last match, USA won and Bulgaria, we must say that USA won as in a way recovered, because they were losing by almost more than 50 points. Now they are 45 points back from the Bulgaria, and this is I wouldn't say unexpected, but of course a very strange result. And on the contrary, Sweden and USA too is almost a push. Same for Netherlands and New Zealand, but just after 11 boards. I say it again, just 11 boards. China is still leading on France for 13 points. In the Venice Cup, Sandra, there is an important result, because we have said many times that we have just at the beginning of the knockouts. But when you lose 61 points in the first round, well, psychological could be very bad. I mean, it's not easy to recover 61 points, even if there are lots of men, and we have seen many times teams recovering for 100 points in 3 segments. But a very bad start is always a very bad start. On the contrary, Sweden and Israel, they're just 4 points in favor of Israel, and same Russia and England. England is just 9 points on Russia, while Indonesia is 27 points ahead of Poland. All the matches are, of course, very open, but China I could say that they're not anymore 50-50. China is at least 65 to 35. In the Dorsey, there is a similar situation between France and India. And in this case, you have also to consider that the French is a much stronger team than India, and they are already 61 points ahead. So I think that France has 85% of probabilities to get a final. USA 2 and Japan is a very flat match. Just 9 points for USA 2, and Australia is leading on Sweden, but it's not 23 points are a factor, but it's not something that can be considered a real advantage. Italy is leading just by 7 on USA 1 after being in advance for more than 20 points. Okay, so we won't wait the end of the match we are seeing in view graph, because they are really too late. They are really too. I mean, I wouldn't allow people to play so you know, it's bad for spectators, for opponents. For I don't know which one of the two pairs is so slow. But now they have at this very point still 4 boards to play. Okay, anyway, thank you everybody. Have a good lunch if you are in an area where it's lunchtime. Good dinner on the country or good breakfast. Thank you. Bye bye. See you soon.
Grosso modo, évidemment, avec les trèfles de 2 et les cœurs pas pires que 4-2, les 12 levées sont directs.
Am I right in
Surtout à cause des trèfles de 2, bien entendu.
Am I right in thinking you'll make the contract even if you only draw one round of trumps and then play ace, king of hearts and ruff a heart? It gets over-ruffed, but you can still come back to hand and ruff the fourth heart with dummy's remaining trump. And this line of play would be necessary if West had only 2 hearts and 1 club. You'd need to ruff 2 hearts. So I think you're supposed to win the opening lead, play a heart to the ace, play the ace of clubs, and then king of hearts, ruff a heart. And I think that way you succeed almost all the time that the contract can be made. Not surprisingly, most of our sets are now over. Russia, England still has board 16 to come in. Everybody else is finished, and we still have 4 boards to go. And if you all want to go to lunch, we'd understand. But I think this board has a lot of play in it. This is not a board you'd want to hurry over.
Ouais, il y a énormément même d'options possibles, en particulier si la dame de trèfle est à gauche. Ce qu'il faut sans doute faire, c'est jouer 3 fois cœur, sans jouer à tout du tout, je pense. Ça marche quand c'est Est qui a la dame de trèfle. Ici, ce n'est pas le cas, en l'occurrence. Et il y a probablement d'autres options, évidemment. L'impasse à cœur. Enfin, bon, il peut faire tout un tas de choses, excepté sans doute établir les carreaux, parce que ça pourrait sans doute pas fonctionner, encore que.
Kiko, can we see the play in the closed room, please?
Donc là, ça risque de prendre un moment. Le coup est cher, hein, il joue le chelem vulnérable. Il va prendre son temps pour décider.
Kiko, closed room play, please. Thank you. Spade leads, declarer drew 1 trump immediately rather than leading a heart towards the ace, then played ace, king of hearts and ruffed a heart the way that we thought was probably technically the best. He got over-ruffed, but West had no trump to play, so he exited with a spade, declarer ruffed his last heart loser, came back to hand and drew the last trump. Nicely played. Here, a declarer is playing a heart to hand rather than a club to the ace, which I think is right. Not that it matters, but hearts could be 6-0. West might drop the queen of clubs on the first trump, I suppose. If he were defending 7, he probably would.
So since David has left, maybe I can revert to English if you want to, Barry.
Sure. Sure.
I try my best. It's Batism.
So de Clara crossed the diamond, pitched his heart on a spade, led a heart to the king, and is roughing a heart in dummy. West can over-rough, but can't promote a trump. He can play back a third spade, de Clara roughs it low, roughs a heart, roughs a diamond, draws the trump. Three boards to go, no swing there. Closed room, north-south finished in 2 hearts on the 5-2 break.
Double pot score, just to
Right,
make it funnier, maybe.
300 for Netherlands. Again, that looks to be an excellent result for them. You can see penalties all over the place.
Yeah, all right.
Here, East is open.
Close to 90%, I'd say.
East opens a natural club as opposed to a strong club in the other room. I wonder how many tricks one should make in hearts. Deep Finesse says neither side can make 7 tricks in hearts. Okay, so in the other room, South competed with 2 diamonds at this point, which you can understand. Even against a strong club. And in fact, that's what South has done here with more reason. Cornell has not shown his extra values yet. The question is whether he doubles or bids 2 spades. I think he doubles.
That would look sound,
Mhm.
in my opinion. Yeah. No real sweating.
Okay. North thinking about bidding 2 no trumps. Almost always in these situations, if they double you for penalties and you have enough values, no trumps plays better than the suit that's not breaking. Now I don't know whether that's the case here or not. But you can imagine, for example, you play 2-0 on a low club lead, you score the queen of clubs and you have 6 top tricks before you even start working on anything else. Well, Jack of clubs lead will presumably hold the trick and West will shift to a spade at trick 2.
It's not usual, sorry.
Yeah, de Clara will try and rough a diamond in dummy, I guess. West will perhaps be able to pitch a diamond on a top club. Or over rough South and maybe even play trumps. Should be a suit preference position, perhaps. West already knows East likes clubs when the Jack of clubs holds the lead on the first trick. In fact, West knows that East is 4-0, 4-5, doesn't he? He clearly doesn't have any hearts. He doesn't have 5 spades, so he must be 4-0, 4-5 from the bidding. Would you shift to the jack of spades in this position?
Spade, clearly, the jack.
Yeah. I think jack might be right because partner must have 2 honors, I think, on
And
this
the
auction.
plan is to get that self-tapped in order to avoid some
Trump
endings.
reduction. It's not so easy. I think the jack of spades was the right play because defenders want to cash 2 spades finishing in east.
Yeah.
And they can't do that so easily. But if you shift to the jack of spades, first of all, if partner has ace, king, 4th of spades, he knows not to keep leading the suit. And secondly, if he has ace, queen, 4th or king, queen, 4th, he gets to cash the spade winners and play a top club. On the king of clubs play, I suppose South might pitch a spade. In which case maybe West does the same.
On the other hand, it's not totally excluded that South has ace, queen of spades. In that case, the spade jack shift might hurt since there are 10 and 9 in dummy.
It's true. I sort of feel like on this auction when East doubles the second time,
Yeah,
that he's more likely to have 2 spade honors or
That's
even
true.
3.
Yeah.
But not guaranteed. I think East might have played the ace of clubs, not the king in that position. But I think Ashley Bach will play the jack of spades after some reflection anyway. I mean, he can actually shift to a trump because De Clara has to win the ace if he wants to rough a diamond with a low trump. And if he doesn't win the ace, then he has to rough a diamond with a high trump. My guess is that West will get trump end played at some point in the hand. So he wants to make use of his trump end play, at least to cut out the diamond rough in dummy. So it's been a very difficult set of hands, but perhaps not quite as difficult as it's appeared to have been at this table. You know, who's going to be feeling worst about the whole thing is probably the north-south pair from the closed room who've had to wait about 2 hours to score up the set. When you have a really bad set, the last thing in the world you want to do is wait this long to score it up. West did not exit with a spade. And when the fourth round of diamonds was led, West roughed in with the 5 of hearts and Declara accurately pitched spades from dummy. And now the defenders have 4 tricks, and they're probably only going to get 1 or 2 more trump tricks, maybe only 1 more trump trick. The contract's going to come close to making. If West plays a heart now, Declara probably can't make, but if he plays a spade, I think Declara comes quite close to making. Maybe he roughs a club with a king of hearts and a spade with the ace. And I think it's only down 1 at most. So rough a club with the king of hearts, rough a spade with the ace, play a club and rough low, and West gives you a trump trick at the end. That's for down 1. Here come the tournament directors to take the players away. Good afternoon, Matt. And if you want to know who was responsible for the slow play, it was probably the commentators. They criticized the players so much that they slowed down as a consequence just to spite them.
All right.
I don't know
Let's
what
move
was
on.
claimed, but I think that Clara missed that he should rough a club with the king of hearts. No? Down 1 is scored?
Down 1 only,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Netherlands lead goes up to 14. 2 boards to go. Closed room, East-West bid unopposed to 2 spades. When West converted 1 no trump to 2 spades. Two diamonds and 2 spades have generally seemed to go down. In this room, East can open a nebulous club rather than a diamond. Heart shows spades. One no trump shows a minimum hand with 2 or fewer spades, and that will end the auction. Not an easy hand for South to lead from. Club works well. I think a heart works badly. Quite like your chances in one no trump. Very interesting choice of the 10 of spades. I guess Declarer will win the first spade and play a spade back, and when he sees the 9 appear, he can overtake.
We can suppose that South hopes that Declarer has only one spade, because one of them denies 3 cards.
Mm-hmm.
Can be 2 or 1 sometimes, I suppose.
Yes.
So he goes for the hot shot.
It's an interesting. He knows his partner doesn't have a great hand. North can keep Declarer out of dummy because he has the ace-king of diamonds. He can duck the first diamond. And then Declarer has 1 spade trick and 1 diamond trick. But the rest of the play is very murky. Best for North is to play a club, set up clubs in his partner's hand. But you'll see that the 7 of hearts is quite a significant spot card in the suit. So if you do shift to a heart and you shift to the 7, your partner's 9 of hearts becomes somewhat vulnerable. Five of hearts, queen of hearts, king of hearts, 4 of hearts. Okay, he still has the 7. If he plays the 9 of hearts now to pin the 8, no, the 10 of clubs, much better.
If you wonder who is the new All Black at the table, it's Antonio Riccardi from Italia, director for decades, I'd say.
So Declarer just playing for one of the ace or king of diamonds on side very reasonably. He's going to lead diamonds to dummy twice. North will win and lock Declarer back in hand. Very, very good defense by South to start with the spade lead. Worked out extremely well. And then he kept his fingers off the heart suit as well. They might even beat one or trump 2 tricks at this rate. Very nicely done. So now the defenders can play a 3rd club. South can cash his winners, exit with a diamond, duck the jack of hearts, and take the ace-9 of hearts for, I think, 2 down. Declarer can cash the 10 of, now Declarer can get out for 1 down. Cash the 10 of diamonds, play the 6 of hearts. So North missed his chance in the ending when he played a heart rather than a club. Down 1, unlucky, but well defended up until the very end. 1 board to go. Another slam. 6 spades by East-West. Relatively easy to play. Bid at most tables. The Polish women's team played 6 spades down, and a couple of tables missed it. I believe in the closed room, East showed spades, then he showed clubs, and then he showed exactly 5-2-2-4. 3 diamonds asked for controls, 3 spades showed 3, 4 clubs was some kind of slam try, and when West heard the 4 spade response, I guess he knew he wasn't facing extras. Maybe it was asking for the Queen of Trumps. That's probably what it was. Anyway, well bid to 6 spades. Two no trumps by West. What on earth
Kind of weirdo.
was that? Natural balanced hand? Well, I guess it's all in the eye of the beholder. 3 hearts transfer to spades. I wonder whether West can bid 4 hearts or 4 diamonds as a slam try accepting spades. Yes, you want to have a splinter, don't you, after you open 2 no trumps?
At that point, Cornell, no doubt, will drive to slam. The way he will proceed.
I think West's going to get there first. I think West's going to bid Blackwood.
Yeah.
The normal thing after opening 2 no trumps is
Yeah.
your partner shows spades and you use Blackwood.
Quite standard.
One key card. 5 diamonds asks for the Queen of Trumps. 6 clubs says I have it, and the King of Clubs. Oh, we don't need no stinking Queen of Trumps. Very good. The play is, I think, not going to be interesting. We will declare a can pitch his club loser on the diamonds. The hearts break. It's hard to imagine a line that would lead to going down, although somebody managed it, and we'll be back at 2:30.
Admittedly, the play will not take our interest ahead. So, see you later.